There are no more patriots, just rebels and tyrants.
So which are you?
I'm XXX.
The first thing I noticed between this movie and the ones that were made was the soundtrack was completely different. The first movie has like Rammstein, this kind of movie, this kind of music. And this one is my kind of music, better. Yeah, good. So why did you do this change?
To me, it was sort of like if you're reintroducing Xander Cage, that was his music then. I think he's evolved, in the way everything else evolved, and so starting with Nicky Jam songs and kind of bringing in Ty Dolla and having we have an Ice Cube song in the movie too. It just felt right as a filmmaker to kind of change the music and to bring it in, and in all the character introductions and looking at Ruby Rose and hearing that Bishop song that I had heard when I saw them warm up for Coldplay. It just as a filmmaker, it was fun to play because I had so many eccentric characters that I thought this music felt better for this movie.
What you want, I got what you need.
I go low.
Do you remember the first line you say in the movie?
Well, I think I had a couple of, my first day was all stunts.
Okay.
I didn't say anything probably except like, ouch. My first line in the movie would be, it's douchebag hunting season.
Wow, yes. It's not yes, I do remember it though. I think my first line is Xander Cage.
Yes, yeah.
Yes!
Whatever it is you're looking for, you're gonna come up short.
Does this mean you're not making me breakfast in the morning?
You've been in Bollywood, of course, and in this movie you're in Hollywood. So what was the biggest difference, but like the positive one, like something that you said like, wow, this is amazing that I hadn't that before?
I think for me it was exactly the same. Yes, I was nervous before I left home because I was going to work with a completely new unit, new people and a completely new setup. But the minute I got there, I think everyone made me feel so comfortable. So at a personal level, everyone made me feel very comfortable, but also the filming process for me was exactly the same.
The actions, action scenes that you have, how did you feel? Like, what was your, were you afraid at the beginning or were you excited?
I had the least amount of training because they didn't want me to look good doing everything. They wanted me to be awkward and look out of place and not be comfortable in that environment. And so I think I pulled it off. I mean, I was definitely, when I was shooting the gun for the first time, I was pretty much shooting the gun for the first time.
Well, I noticed in the part of the cast, you had more or less the same amount of women and men there. Was it something that you wanted to do or just happened?
No, it's something I wanted to do. Yeah. I have 2 young daughters, and I thought it would be really interesting to take Xander Cage and XXX and to really showcase strong women. And these women are strong. I mean, these are the women that are smart, they're intelligent, they're beautiful, they help Xander solve problems. They're not like, please come save me, come rescue me, damsels in distress. These are kick-ass women, and for me it was really important to show that. It was just something, I've never really had super strong women in my film, so this was one where I really wanted to make sure that I can do that.
It's refreshing. You actually know what you're doing down there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Wow. I guess you had a lot of fun. It looks in the movie that you had a blast. What did you do in between shoots? Like, did you learn each other's language?
I tried to get Deepika to teach me Indian dancing. I was really bad. She was very patient. Then I tried to get Chris Wu to teach me how to dance because he's like a boy band dude and he's got these cool little dance moves and stuff. Vin and I just hung. We just hung and talked about life. And then Nina, I pranked. I pranked and pranked and pranked and pranked and pranked.
We had a lot of downtime, so we had a lot of time to get into trouble and mess with each other.
Guns, girls, global domination. Xander Cage is back.